Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to our channel today. I appreciate y'all being here. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us that very first time, welcome as well. It's good to have you. And our topic for today, it's 5 keys to effective sales coaching. 5 keys to effective sales coaching. Now, before we get into our topic today, just a quick reminder, my focus, my mission here in the channel is I want to be able to provide as much information as I can to as many people as I can, across the globe. And the best way I can do that is when you choose to subscribe to the channel. So if you've not yet done so, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. And then to learn more about me, learn more about my company, and how we can help take your business that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And then for you folks who are looking to open a new gym and you need funding, you're looking to acquire a gym, you need funding. You have an existing operation, you need funding. We can help with funding for between $50,000 and $400,000 that is unsecured. There's no restrictions on use. And the basic qualification for that program, it's a 680 credit score or better in all 3 credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, and a minimum income of $50,000 per year each of the 2 previous years. Check the links below under financing and funding for more information on that program, as well as additional financing and funding opportunities, for your business. And so with that said, let's get into our topic here today. It's 5 keys to effective sales coaching. Okay, this is maybe the difference maker. I think, managers that can develop people, managers that can create people, managers that can replace themselves, these are the ones that do the best. Okay, and so I want to talk about some things that are important to be able to accomplish that. So number 1, it's recruiting, hiring, and onboarding. Okay, now, no matter how good you think you are, if you got the wrong people on the bus, so to speak, it's not going to do you a lot of good. Okay, you can't train people that just don't want to do it or have no desire to do it. So the first key here is recruiting, hiring, and onboarding. And so recruiting, the first thing I would think about here is you want to keep your pipeline full. I like to always be talking to folks. I'm out to eat, I'm talking to somebody, I talk to a member, hey, you'd be great in this business, but I'm always trying to fill that pipeline. Okay, of potential recruits, of people who might be good at this. Even if I've got a full staff, I'm doing that. Okay, but I'm always looking. Number 2, when it comes to the hiring process, I'll never do it just one-on-one, just me. Okay, I might have the interview, I might like them, I might even not like them, and I'll have somebody else talk to them as well. I'm usually going to have 2 or 3 additional people talk to them and interview them because I want to get other folks' perspectives. Maybe they see something good or bad that I don't. Maybe they see opportunity that I don't. Maybe there's a red flag that I don't see. I want other people involved. It's not going to just be me. And then the third one's the onboarding. And this is training these folks. And from my perspective, when a person walks in that front door ready to go to work, I want them ready. Okay, they know how to use the software, they know how to answer the phone, they know how to greet a customer, they know how to greet a guest, they know how to do all this. Make sure your onboarding is strong, because if we trained them properly on the onboarding, they can come in and start having success right away. Particularly for folks in sales, if they come in and struggle out of the gate, that can kind of destroy confidence, and that's why we lose people, quickly sometimes. So one of the first keys here is really look at your recruiting, your hiring, and your onboarding. Be great at it. Don't just be good at it, be great at it. Okay? So if you're in this role right now, how's that working for you? Okay? Number 2, reporting and forecasting. Reporting and forecasting. Basically, it's knowing our numbers. And make sure everybody knows their numbers. Make sure you know them. Here's our quota. Here's what we're projecting relative to quota. And here's our plan to make sure we hit it. Make sure all staff know club numbers. Make sure they know their individual numbers. Not only is it a great motivator, I think, good or bad, right? I know when I first started, I was dead last, and I didn't like it. And it was a great motivator to not be last. And eventually I got that figured out. But make sure everyone knows the numbers, they know what their projections are, and they know the plan on how to get there. It's part of, I think, the accountability of it. It's part of the awareness. And again, too many folks that I talk to where the clubs are not producing like they should, people don't really know the numbers. They kind of sort of know them, maybe. Okay, we need to know them exactly. And then what is the plan to take that next step. Because it doesn't take a whole lot sometimes. I mean, what would happen to your business right now if you guys could just get one more new sale a day? Can we figure out a plan to get one more new sale a day? Probably. Okay. Number 3, kind of getting into that, sales planning. Okay. And sales planning, this is our plan of action. Okay. Again, this is one of the more commonly missed things. It's one of the best things you can do for your business. I think without fail, of all clubs that we've ever talked to, maybe, which is a lot, that are not performing, they did not have a plan of action. And you can check the channel here for how to write a plan of action, from your starting point to your goals, which are tangible and intangible, your plan for each, how to handle roadblocks and setbacks, your checklist and your reward system and all of that. But make sure you have a sales plan of action in place. And you want to do it for not only for the month, for the manager, but your weekend manager. What's that plan of action for that weekend? Have a plan. Okay, on how we're going to write the numbers. Your plan of action, if you're going to do a closeout, which is probably a good idea, what's the plan? Number 4 on 5 keys to effective sales coaching. We're trying to train people up, right? It's dealing with performance problems. It's dealing with performance problems and issues. Okay, and number 1, I always want to be respectful. If I have issues, I'm going to do it one-on-one in private. No one else is really going to know about it. Okay? But I'll give you a couple things to think about. Let's talk about issues. Okay? And one of the issues you get is maybe 2 salespeople kind of debating on whose sale that was, right? Oh, it was mine. No, it was mine. Literally, I'll say, hey, I want you guys to figure it out. You guys come to me and tell me. Because I don't really want to necessarily have to be the bad guy if I don't need to be. But I'll hand them an arbitration form. And here's our arbitration form. Each of you fill it out. If you guys can't figure this out on your own, each of you fill out this arbitration form, turn it into me. Based on the information presented, I'll make a decision. And I'll go one way or the other. I won't cut it in half. I won't do any of that. I'll go one way or the other. And so that's how I'm going to deal with performance issues. Maybe performance problems. Now, one of the things about performance problems, one of the things we want to remember here, the problem is a problem, right? What's happening, the numbers we don't like so much. The person we still love. We still care about the person. We want to make sure we're clear about this because too often when we're addressing performance problems that we're not happy, the person perceives that we're not happy with them. We're not happy with the numbers. We love the person. Okay, so in dealing with performance problems, one of the things I like to do on this, because everyone's a little different, because so much of what I do, I'm training the person that's doing the training, right? And not everybody's as comfortable with some of this or has the experience with it. And so we'll get a self-evaluation form, okay, and we'll have them fill out a self-evaluation. Evaluate yourself. What's working well, what's not, and we got a whole bunch of criteria there they can talk about, and then we'll sit down and go over it with them. And it's always interesting how many times they identify what they're struggling with. They already know. We let them talk about it, and now we're going to try to help them. We're trying to create an environment that allows a motivated person to act. We want to create an environment that allows a motivated person to act. Okay? So dealing with performance problems, dealing with issues, let's get a process in place. If you need some help on that, feel free to hit me up. Check out the links below. And then last on my list of 5 keys to effective sales coaching, it's the training, it's the coaching, it's the selling. Teaching people how to do this. Have regular training classes with your staff. There's a lot of clubs that will use this channel, for regular training. They'll make this channel, hey, watch this video, this video, this video for new hires. We're going to talk about it. They'll do it for just regular meetings. Okay, but regular training, it starts on Tuesday at this time, it ends on Tuesday at this time. Here's our agenda. If you're brand new at doing this, brand new at training, you're not quite sure, role play. Okay, role play generally is pretty simple. Give your staff a heads up. We want to catch them doing something right. We want them to be prepared. We're not trying to catch them doing something wrong. It's like, tomorrow, we're going to role play making an outbound call. And the customer is going to say they're not interested. Okay, how are we going to handle it? And we're going to give them the answers. Be prepared. We're going to role play it tomorrow. I'm going to give it to them. Because partially, I want to see who's going to do the work. If they show up and didn't do the work, that's telling me something, right? Now if they show up, now they're ready. They can answer these questions and they can do it right. Okay? So 5 keys to effective sales coaching. We want to really train our people. We want to coach them up. So folks, again, my name's Jim Thomas. My company's Fitness Management and Consulting. Appreciate you being here at the channel today. If you've not yet done so, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. To learn more about me, learn more about my company, and how we can help take your business that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And then again, for you folks who are looking to open a new gym, you need funding. If you're looking to acquire a gym, you need funding. If you have an existing operation, you need funding. We can help with funding from between $50,000 and $400,000. It is unsecured. There's no restrictions on use. The basic qualification for that program, it's a 680 credit score or better in all 3 credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, and then a minimum income of $50,000 per year each of the 2 previous years. You can check out the links below under financing and funding for additional information on that program, as well as other financing opportunities for your business. And so with that said, folks, my name is Jim Thomas. I appreciate you being here today, and we look forward to seeing you all in that next video.